Next time on Death in Paradise.
Body of a young woman has just been found.
A student kills herself during a literary festival.
Please forgive me. I love you.
Humphrey thinks it's foul play.
If they were all in full view when it happened, it can't be, can it?
Death in Paradise.
Tonight at 9 on Arizona PBS. Explore new ideas and new worlds here on Arizona PBS, a community service of Arizona State University.
If you are 60 or over, consider a charitable gift annuity with Arizona PBS. A charitable gift annuity will provide you a steady stream of income during your lifetime and also help ensure that Arizona PBS is available for future generations.
Coming up next on Arizona PBS, Life and World.
PBS Online. Share, tweet, watch.
Coming soon to Arizona PBS.
Hi, I'm Ken Burns, inviting you to watch our new film, The Vietnam War, right here on Arizona PBS.
It felt like something was happening that was profound, that was irreversible. America has always had a rich tradition of protest. I felt as though a revolution was coming, and I thought the revolution would be won by our side.
Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from
Deanne Griebel, now with Moores and Cabot Investments, serving investors since 1890, proudly supports quality programming on 8 Arizona PBS, 480-725-9602.
Ironwood Cancer and Research Centers, personalized cancer care through medical oncology, radiation oncology, and radiology services, focusing on emotional, physical, and social support, outsmarting cancer one patient at a time.
From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
The Jones family is here to say, enough is enough.
How the murder of a firefighter is sparking new legislation aimed at preventing similar incidents.
And 10 years ago today, a helicopter accident shook Arizona. How the Valley is commemorating the 4 lost lives.
The convenience of online shopping is threatening malls across the country, but we look at what's keeping Scottsdale Fashion Square a popular destination for residents.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Annika Walters.
And I'm Tyler Paley. Thanks for joining us. It was back in January when Daisy Mountain firefighter Luke Jones was killed by a bouncer while off duty at a Phoenix nightclub. Tonight, Jones's wife is breaking her silence, and she's calling for legislation to ensure this never happens again. It was just over 6 months ago that Daisy Mountain firefighter Luke Jones went out for a night at the club, but that night, he didn't return home.
As much as I wish that he would have come home that night, instead of extending the evening, what happened to him at Centerfold should have never happened to anybody.
Jones was allegedly killed at the hands of a bouncer, 26-year-old Brandon Draper, at Centerfold's Cabaret in North Phoenix. But tonight, Heather Jones wants to make sure that this tragedy never happens again.
Luke's loss wasn't just a loss to my family, my daughter, or myself. The loss of Luke was also a loss to the community and also to his brothers and sisters that he worked with at Daisy Mountain.
Jones and her attorneys have begun to devise a piece of legislation called Luke's Law. They're calling on lawmakers to require special training and certification for bouncers.
We're looking to gather signatures. We're looking to gain the attention of lawmakers. But most importantly, we're looking to save lives.
And Jones, as she continues to mourn, wants justice for her husband of 15 years.
Luke had a passion for helping others. That's why the fire service was absolutely perfect for him.
Heather Jones's lawyers say they have been in preliminary talks with state legislators. As for Draper, he pleaded not guilty to the charge of second-degree murder. As of now, no trial date has been set.
The Arizona Department of Public Safety is facing a big lawsuit. The family of a man killed in a pursuit earlier this year filed notice of a claim against the state this week. They're seeking more than $4 million for the wrongful death of their son, Bradley Moore. The Army veteran died when his car plunged off a cliff on Interstate 17 near Camp Verde during a pursuit in January. He was suspected of stealing a truck. Cronkite News reporter Tyler Fingert sat down with DPS Director Frank Milstead and asked him if their policy is changing.
Those policies are always evolving. We're always looking at national standards and trying to make sure that we're giving the best guidelines for our officers and for the motoring public.
Lawyers say the pursuit should not have happened. DPS previously said the trooper followed proper protocol.
It's been 10 years since the collision of two news helicopters over central Phoenix. 4 people were killed. Both crews were covering a police chase and crashed over Steele Indian School Park. Today at 12:45 p.m., the time of the crash, families and friends gathered in a moment of silence at the memorial site. They honored those lost. KTVK Channel 3's Scott Bowerbank and Jim Cox, along with Channel 15's Craig Smith and Rich Krolak. To celebrate their lives, the family of photographer Jim Cox donated a series of scholarships to 50 high school and college students. To date, they have given over $76,000 in grants. Today, they announced a new scholarship for the Cronkite School of Journalism.
And it'll ensure that his name will last in perpetuity. It's a scholarship that is endowed. It'll go on forever, and anybody can contribute to it. So we're very happy to do something for a school that he dearly loved.
The money from the James Cox Endowment will provide a $1,000 scholarship for students.
Increased tourism in Arizona is leading to a growing profitable local wine industry. A joint study by Northern Arizona University and the Arizona Hospitality Research and Resource Center shows so far in 2017 the industry has created 640 full-time jobs. Wine tourism has generated about $56 million in economic output and $3.6 million in tax revenue. About half of Arizona wine tourists come from Phoenix, a quarter from Tucson, and a small fraction from Flagstaff and Prescott.
Scottsdale Fashion Square announced today a multi-million-dollar project to renovate the mall. Blakely McHugh tells us how Fashion Square is succeeding despite the growing popularity of online shopping.
Marble floors, chandeliers, and glass ceilings. That's what shoppers can expect when they walk into the newly renovated mall next year. Every foot of the 2 million square feet the property has will be updated, including changes to the floors, walls, and the ceilings.
We're going to redefine the way luxury shopping in Arizona is going to be in our premier destination.
Scott Nelson, Senior VP of Development, says they found success by continuing to give their customers what they want: entertainment, luxurious, and exclusive stores.
The only place they can get and shop Louis Vuitton is at Scottsdale Fashion Square. The only place they can shop Neiman Marcus is at Scottsdale Fashion Square. So that broadens our trade area.
While Scottsdale Fashion Square is expanding its mall, other malls like this one in Mesa are closing their doors.
According to BigCommerce.com, 67% of millennials and 56% of Gen Xers prefer to shop online. This has caused major retail stores like Macy's, Sears, and JCPenney to close hundreds of locations.
I shop online more often because I'm from rural Iowa, so we do not have many malls.
In order to compete with online shopping, Kim Chukales says that malls need to adapt to the evolution of shopping.
Amazon is actually looking for bricks and mortar locations, so they also see the benefit of the shopping center, and we're never going to discount the fact that people still find shopping as an entertainment.
The mall is set to be completed by fall of 2018. In Scottsdale, Blakely McHugh, Cronkite News.
The mall will continue to be open during renovations, and interior renovations will take place after hours.
Well, if you're headed to the mall, you might consider riding your bike.
You might, but you've got to take safety precautions first. Coming up on Cronkite News, how lawmakers are addressing bicycling fatalities in Arizona.
And how a conference in Washington is shedding light on the benefits of solar energy.
by 1966 began to impact the middle class because the draft calls had to be enlarged. They couldn't get enough people to volunteer or draft people out of the working class. They started drafting people out of college. And that's when the anti-war movement shifted from a moral movement to a self-interest movement.
I was at the post office mailing something. I asked the clerk, how do they let you know if your son is wounded? It was very hard for me to form those words, but I just felt, I've got to know. I just felt so suspended in space and anxiety. And the man said, now, don't worry. They'll tell you.
I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Now all my dreams are coming true. Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment. It's good to be alive right about now. Right about now.
Officially from 36, and he hooks it in. Arizona State wins. Keeping one deep, and it is caught. Jalen Strong. Do you believe
Arizona does have mandatory seatbelt laws, but for those on two wheels, safety has a different standard. Cronkite News reporter Sarah Haddis tells us how one state legislator is trying to make the roads safer for cyclists.
That's right, Annika. Arizona has no regulated bicycle helmet laws or texting while driving laws, making cyclists more prone to accidents on the roadway. I spoke with one man who credits his life to his helmet.
Avid cyclist Brendan Lyons has been hit by a car not once, not twice, but 3 times. The last one almost took his life.
On the morning of my girlfriend's birthday, we went out for a ride, and a distracted motorist at 45 miles an hour took his eyes off the road and struck us in the bike lane from behind. I don't remember anything.
The Tucson resident was hospitalized for a month with 6 fractured vertebrae, a fractured pelvis, and suffered a traumatic brain injury that forced him to relearn how to walk. Despite the long and painful recovery, he credits his life to one piece of equipment.
I mean, I greatly attribute this to saving my life.
Other Arizona cyclists haven't been so fortunate. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reveals Tucson has the second highest number of cyclist fatalities per million people. Phoenix ranked 4th. Numbers that hit home for Karen Wilson.
My son Daniel Wilson was 30 years old when he was killed on his bicycle. And my husband, he is just mad. He lost his son. He had plans to retire, and he wanted to go work with his son. Sorry. And we thought it would just be different. It's Plan B.
State Senator Steve Farley has introduced multiple bills to improve safety on the road. He's tried to ban texting while driving, and in 2014, he introduced legislation that would have required cyclists under the age of 18 to wear helmets. Neither bill reached the floor for a vote.
They generally don't get heard because it's hard for a Democrat to get a bill passed. This is as nonpartisan issue as you can get.
Vice Chairman of the Senate Transportation and Technology Committee, Republican Karen Fann, says that bike helmet laws have not been passed because the Arizona legislature prefers fewer laws, putting responsibility on the people.
For those who are adults, it's a more tricky issue, because that is a situation where if people choose to take their own lives in their hands, it's a bad decision, but it's one that maybe they have the right to make.
As one of 29 states without a youth helmet law, safety advocates say education takes on even greater importance. At a recent Boys and Girls Club bike giveaway, Phoenix police officers and firefighters gave out new bikes and helmets and taught proper bike safety skills.
You got to protect your brain. Really hard to fix your head. We can fix your arms and your legs with casts and everything, but when you hurt your brain or you damage it in any way, sometimes it's permanent. If you're wearing that helmet or something, it's going to protect you.
That is the message Brandon Lyons preaches. He also hopes Arizona will do its best to protect cyclists through future legislation.
A 2016 study by Australian statisticians Jake Oliver and Prudence Creighton found that helmet use reduces a cyclist's chance of suffering a head injury by 70% and reduces fatal head injuries by 65%. In the broadcast center, Sarah Haddis, Cronkite News.
Well, riding a bike is a good way to reduce your carbon footprint.
It certainly is. Coming up on Cronkite News, how energy workers from Arizona are contributing to a nationwide conversation.
It's looking like it could be a stormy weekend. I'll have your full 7-day forecast when we come back.
I don't think a military mom at the time would want to announce my son has gone AWOL, my son has run to Canada, my son is all the words that were associated with it, a deserter, a coward, all of the things that these guys were called. I don't think that's what those guys thought they were doing. I do not think they thought they were deserting. I do not think they thought they were cowards. In fact, I think they thought they were very brave.
Combat is like crack cocaine. It's an enormous high, but it has enormous costs. And I think that we make a big mistake if we say, oh, well, war is hell. We all know the war is hell story. It is, but there's an enormously exhilarating part of it.
Heaven knows you're a dreamer. Don't hide it from anyone. Don't hide it from anyone. Hey, would you believe me if I said we are here for a reason now? This is our life. This is what counts. This is for us. I will go anywhere for you.
The U.S. Forest Service and the state are splitting a $14.6 million cost for damages caused by the Goodwin wildfire. According to the Daily Courier, the biggest challenge was covering aircraft operations, with air tanks costing about $8,500 per hour. The emergency manager for Yavapai County says the fire accounted for approximately $800 million of personal property damage.
Monsoon rain can help efforts to fight wildfires.
It certainly can. Tyler Fingert is in the Weather Center with your full 7-day forecast. But Tyler, what's our weekend going to look like?
Tyler, if you have outdoor plans, probably not so well. Right now, for much of the day, there wasn't much rain, but right now up in Flagstaff and the eastern part of the state, you're seeing some green on the radar, meaning there's some rain there. Let's take a look. Later on tonight, they're expecting rain in the valley, just a moderate chance, about 20%, and then tomorrow as well, a chance of PM storms. It's going to be a little more severe on Saturday with the chance of some monsoon storms as well. Across the valley across the state right now, 73 degrees up there. The rain is helping to cool down that part of the state. 111 out in Lake Havasu City, and down in Tucson, 99 degrees. Here in the valley, though, we're still in the triple digits at 5 o'clock, and that's going to slowly start going down as the night progresses. By 7 o'clock, part of the valley, East Valley, mostly below the triple digits part, and then by 9 o'clock, that's when the rest of the valley will go down to below the triple-digit portion. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Right now, on Saturday, we're expecting some rain on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 106 degrees, and then Saturday and Sunday, that temperature will drop down to about 100. And then as we go into the next work week, the temperature will slowly go back up. But we're not expecting any storms on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tyler Finger, Cronkite Weather.
For power providers and regulators, electricity is an increasingly complex equation that combines new markets, new technology, and new consumer demands with no easy solution. That's what the Arizona Corporation Commissioner spoke about this week at the Grid Evolution Summit in Washington. Reporter Noel Lilly was at the summit.
Nobody even saw this coming, so we've had to sort of start rethinking how we do regulation.
Our homes, our jobs, and nowadays even our cars depend on electricity to survive. But Arizona Commissioner Doug Little says that the modern electrical system has evolved quicker than providers and regulators ever anticipated.
What's happening in terms of the way that the industry is evolving, and in terms of the technology innovations and the way the industry is changing, people are asking their utility companies today for things that 25 years ago they never would have considered asking for.
Things like energy storage and different sources of power are good for consumers, but require quick adaptation from power generators and regulators.
I found Commissioner Little really thoughtful about these issues and really wanting to take an approach to allow and enable more innovation.
Tanush Diora, who moderated the panel discussion featuring Little, added that these topics, although unfamiliar to most, are essential to everyday life.
I mean, it touches our lives all the time, right? All the equipment here uses electric power. Really, the electric power system is fundamental to modern civilization. So on some level, everyone should care. But of course, we often take it for granted because we just expect it to be there when we need it.
Diora also said that new developments in the power industry will continue to lead to better options for customers.
There's a number of different technologies that have come in that are really changing about how consumers can think about consuming and even in some cases producing their own electricity.
Noel Lilly, Cronkite News.
If the sun gets to be too much for your dog, they can still have some summer fun.
And one dog club in the valley is making a splash. Coming up on Cronkite News, a new sport for canine athletes.
Các nhà lãnh đạo Việt Nam mà nói rằng là chúng tôi sẵn sàng hy sinh đến cái người dân Việt Nam cuối cùng. Thực sự mà nói thì người dân không biết được, miền Bắc không có thể ý thức một cách đầy đủ rằng đằng sau những cái tuyên bố mà cao cả đấy là sự hy sinh của chính họ.
Fascinating. You know, sometimes I wish I wasn't so beloved.
Wow. Baby, I'm howling for you.
days. Your day is filled with them.
Reach up, energy in the fingertips, collapse. TV, play Downton Abbey.
And PBS helps everyone discover theirs. Anytime, anywhere.
Up in the sky, you can see it.
PBS, we're with you for life.
While dog owners in other parts of the country enjoy summer hikes with their four-legged friends, owners in Arizona look for other ways to safely exercise their pets outdoors. Cronkite News reporter Danielle Lincecum found a dog club in Cave Creek that has owners and dogs diving for joy.
3 times a month, you can find the Arizona Dock Dogs diving into the pool. It partners dog training in Cave Creek. The Dock Diving Club trains dogs to jump into the water for fun and sport in 3 different disciplines.
Big air, which is where you hold the toy, throw the toy, and the dog jumps in the water for distance. The second one is extreme vertical, where the toy is high up in the air and the dog has to jump and get the toy and come down. And the third one is called speed retrieve, where the toy is at the end of the pool. The dog jumps into the water, swims to get the toy, and that is for time. So we have 1 for distance, 1 for height, 1 for time.
Keeping active dogs exercised can be difficult in the Phoenix area, where 90 days last year saw temperatures over 100 degrees. For these owners, Dock Dogs is the answer.
Gives them an activity in the summertime because at noon you can't put your dogs on asphalt, you can't take them for a walk, but you can come here and put them in a pool. And they love it, and they'll get worn out and have a good time.
I got started doing this about 3 months ago with my Golden, who's 7 months old. Right now, he's just learning to jump into the water. The further you go, the better.
Arizona Dock Dogs started 8 years ago and holds competitions around the state. However, Dock Dogs is international, giving members the opportunity to compete across the country and around the world.
I was at an agility trial with my last lab named Star, and there was a dock there. We started jumping off the dock right away, went to a competition, qualified, went to nationals, and finished 4th in nationals. Still playing Dock Dogs with my new dog Record.
My dog, Whiskey, has placed nationally several years in a row. He's actually, I think right now, he's about 5th in the world for extreme vertical, which is the up. But historically, he's been 3rd, 4th in the world. His personal best is 8 feet, which is 10 feet off the water.
Though there is opportunity to be competitive, Adam says there is no pressure. It's a game that anyone can come play and enjoy. The sport is open to all dogs, no matter their age, size, or breed. In Cave Creek, Danielle Lincecum, Cronkite News.
Outside the pool, the Arizona Humane Society says to be mindful of your dog's paws on hot pavement and never leave your pet in the car.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, it's a special In Focus edition with award-winning chef Chris Bianco, who makes what many foodies consider the best pizza in America. Chris Bianco on the next Arizona Horizon.
I'm Judy Woodruff. On the next NewsHour, the Senate takes up a series of votes to determine the future of health care for tens of millions of Americans. That's Thursday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thank you for joining us.
As always, for top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
Next time on The Coroner.
Someone's found Long Ben's treasure.
A treasure hunter dies after finding gold.
Long Ben's curse.
You're saying he frightened himself to death? Jane doesn't believe in a pirate ghost.
My gut says foul play.
But the longer she investigates the case...
Doesn't that mean you're next on Long Ben's hit list?
...the more bizarre it gets.
There's no such thing as a pirate curse.
The Coroner.
Tonight at 8 on Arizona PBS. Explore new ideas and new worlds here on Arizona PBS, a community service of Arizona State University.
Throughout its history,
Arizona PBS and volunteers have enjoyed a rich and rewarding partnership. Whether answering phones during our pledge campaigns, stuffing envelopes, or assisting with special events, volunteering is fun and provides excellent work experience, team building for a group, and a sense of community involvement and importance. If you would like to volunteer or if you have dropped off our mailing list, we encourage you to call the number on your screen or go online at azpbs.org/volunteer. Thank you.
Coming up next on Arizona PBS, Life and World.
Hi, I'm Charlie Rose. As part of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at